So I'm finally doing the Port Fairy side of the rail trail between Port Fairy and Warrnambool. So this is Koroit to Port Fairy. I don't get enough Fridays off to do this a lot, so that's why I'm doing it today, because I finally have a Friday off. And even in the middle of winter, the weather's decent. Unlike yesterday, it was pouring rain. I was kind of terrified that I was going to have to bring an umbrella and get rained on the whole way. But the weather's looking quite nice. So I'm just walking to the start of the rail. Not really the start of the rail trail, but part of the rail trail. But yeah. That is where I need to go. Also, yes, I am filming this on my phone. I didn't bring my camera with me this time just because there's so much extra weight to carry around. I have got my little phone tripod thing though, so we might use that soon. That's how far we've got to go. Let's begin. Now, to be perfectly honest, the Port Fairy side of the rail trail is kind of boring compared to Warrnambool's. So the Koroit to Warrnambool side, it's paddocks for the first while, but then you get like the swamps and the wetlands, and then you go along the river. The Port Fairy side, you cross the river once and it's a pretty boring river. The rest of it's pretty much paddocks. It's pretty boring. But I've only been down here once, so I wanted to do it again. Make sure it's still just as boring as it was, but I mean, why? But I'm already puffed, man. Probably should have brought my inhaler, but you know, didn't think about that because I've never really needed it. We'll find out. So I'm coming up to a part where when I last came through it was all water, but you know, this last year's sort of been pretty dry. It's only the first month of winter. I'm sure we'll get some more rain, but doesn't appear to be too much water in there at the moment. It sort of just looks like that. But that's still better than none. Much better than none. And I've seen a few people on bikes, which is nice. I wish I could ride a bike, but as I keep saying, the V-Line doesn't allow, the V-Line bus specifically doesn't allow it unless they're foldable, and I yeah, no, I don't have money for that. I'm actually terrified of cows, but I mean, like, they're so cute. Look at their cute little faces. I'm still terrified of cows. Oh, don't stop now that I turn the camera on. It looks so funny. It was like rolling around in the grass to scratch its back, I guess. So cute. And we are now approaching the first of a few roads. But this one, I think, if I remember correctly, is the only one that still has a bit of the old railway in the road itself. None of the other roads across here have it, and I don't think any of the Warrnambool side have it either. We also get to see the first of the old, sort of like the signs where the old stations were, and we have 14.2 kilometres to go. As you can see, the old railway was more there than right where we are. However, it is nice to have trails along where the railways were. And here we are coming into Crossley. So this would be where one of the railway stations were, Crossley, as you can see. And I would say that was probably the first little spot since Kiroit. I mean, it's the first one since Kiroit on the trail. But yes, that is Crossley. I haven't really looked up information about any of these little stations or anything. I don't know if there is information. I've looked at information about the trail itself, but it never really specified anything about stations other than Kiroit, Port Fairy, Warrnambool. I suppose those are like the end, middle, and other end. However, it's a bit cloudier, as you can see. Sun's hitting a bit, but that's kind of nice actually, because it was getting a little warm. Also, where I'm walking right now, actually, last time I was here, all these cows were following me along the fence line. Oh, I'm terrified of cows, but I wish that would happen again, because that was like the only Snow White moment I'll ever get in my lifetime. But there are no cows to be seen, so I guess I'm not Snow White this time. Also, my hair looks really red in that sunlight. God damn, it even looks kind of nice. I haven't brushed it. Just undid it from a plait. Well, this creek has no water in it. It's looking just a wee bit empty. But you know, imagine in the middle of winter, it would be one hell of a creek. Well, it is the middle of winter. You know what I mean, when it's wet. You can see the ocean. I am so dumb. I literally just took that video and you can see the ocean. With my eyes, it looks like the ocean. In that video, and then I took a photo afterwards, it's the sand dunes before the ocean. No wonder it looks like fucking mountains. So dumb. Will I have my Snow White dream again? Will I get to be Snow White and 700 cows? Also, it smells horrible here. Oh, cow shit, smells lovely. Am I gonna be Snow White? I don't think so. I think they've all been fed. They don't want to get up. Can't say I blame you. I don't want to get up in the mornings. I mean, it's technically afternoon, but I don't want to get up in the afternoon either. You guys are so cute. They're all staring at me too. It's kind of hilarious. At least none of them are bulls. Those ones are the ones that really scare me. And here we are at the next one, which is Kirkstall. Look at that cute little cow. Anyway, so this is Kirkstall. Kirkstall is a couple of minutes down the road. Kirkstall. So the road I am coming up to is one of the busier roads that we will cross that is not technically a highway. It is the Penzhurst Port Fairy Road. Decently busy most of the time, not necessarily always. It's a good road. I've driven down it many times. It takes you to Port Fairy, obviously. And now we've got to cross it. Let's go, let's go. Oh, look at that. There's a bit of railway on the ground here too. Now we shall cross the road. I swear that car come out of nowhere. Oh, there's a bend all the way up there, so that's probably why. Ow. 11.8 kilometers to go. So that means that we have currently walked like 5. It feels, actually honestly less. I was going to say more, that I was actually like, nah, it feels less. But let's keep going. Honestly, I've been thinking about oh, there's dog hair on me. Anyway, honestly, I've been thinking about doing longer walks, like, I don't know, like the Great Southwest Walk, a Great Ocean Walk. There's this one of the Grampians, but I wouldn't want to do that overnight. I don't like camping. So they would all be broken up into bits. But then the question is, would my knee handle it? So if you don't know, well, actually, I don't think I've spoken about it on here before. But so my right knee, the kneecap sits up too high. So like I said, kneecap sits up too high. And sorry about that. I just keep looking behind to make sure there's no one coming up because it's awkward. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. So my right kneecap sits up too high, and so it can be very painful. But it can also dislocate itself all the time. Sometimes I can just be walking for that, but most of the time, but not all of the time, I have to be sort of crouching down in certain positions, so like squatting with the knees are all bent. But as I said, sometimes it happens when I'm walking too. So this like 20 kilometer one half. I think it's 38 total, but this sort of distance is the most I'm tempted to sort of push myself to do at the moment, just in case. But also because it's not, I mean, not to say the others are remote, but I feel like it may be slightly easier for an ambulance to get down to these ones if I was to fuck up my knee. So I would love to do the other walks, but there's that. And also they're really hard to get to when you don't have a license. Kind of ruins it. My hair keeps getting caught on my earring. Rude. Anyway, so I'm going to have lunch at the little Moyne shelter. And I think that's about another 40-minute walk from where I am now. So, let's go. There is a bull. I am literally walking past a paddock full of bulls, but there's this one bull that was standing next to the fence, or sitting next to the fence, and it got up as I went to walk past, and it started doing that thing with its back leg, and now I'm too scared to go fast now. That fence wouldn't hold it. I made it past the bull. I fully thought it was going to charge me. It was doing that thing with its back leg, going every 2 seconds. I was terrified. The Port Fairy side doesn't have as many of those compared to the Warrnambool side, but it's like I'm in the middle of nowhere, man. But I do believe, I do believe that we are coming up to the only original forested bit or something like that along this rail trail. So it's a gum forest, maybe not even gum, it's a forest that looks dry. Orange juice. Honestly, I have these. I gotta start piercing then. I have these sherbet straws in my bag that I kind of forgot about the other day. This is really bad for my knee. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna have a sherbet straw. That one's empty. I ate that one instead. Sherbet all over my hand. I just ate shit. Suppose I should get back up. I'm literally in the middle of the pathway. It's just that whole, like, now that I've unintentionally sat down, I don't want to get back up. But I definitely should. I'll have one more sherbet straw and then I'll get up. Addicted to sugar. Yum. Pure sugar. We are now entering the area that is the only original forest along this rail trail. It's a very small piece, but it is nice to see that we still have some just here, you know, hanging out. Onward! Yeah, focus on my arm. It's a beautiful little spot, this bit. I love it. I need to start looking at the camera and not the screen. There is a road just down there, and just after that road is where I will sit to eat lunch. So yay, finally lunchtime. It is 1:55, so that's not too bad actually. I have made good progress, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. It's 2 hours and a little bit more. 2 and 15 minutes maybe. It's decent progress for me. Is it time for lunch yet? 8.2 to go. I can see that I can see the shelter. That makes me very happy. It's lunchtime. Lunch. Moyne. We have made it to Moyne shelter, which means it's time to sit down and have lunch. What am I even doing? I am finally at the Moyne shelter, and that means I can finally sit down and eat my ham and salad sandwich. If it will come out of the bag, that is. Ham and salad. Yeah, that's upside down. Now it's backwards. And I've got 8 kilometers left. Oh my god, open. I broke it. That wasn't how I was meant to open it. I got shit on my screen. Wait, look, I broke it. That wasn't how I meant to do it. But this looks like it has decent amount of mayo. It looks very healthy compared to, oh, it is soggy. I'm just gonna, I don't like soggy bread. I've got dirt under my fingernail from walking. Make it make sense, please. It's so nice and peaceful here. Honestly, if I didn't have a buster couch, I would stay here for so much longer. I'm going to walk from here to Port Fairy, so that's another... Look at it's making my hair pink. Why do I feel like I would suit pink? Anyway, so it's another 8-kilometer walk, and then I will be catching probably a V line, because I don't think they'll have any town buses left by then, but probably a V line back to Warrnambool, and then a V line back home at like 7:30. So that's why I only do it on Fridays, because bus timetable is later for the one home. Well, as much as I was enjoying my little rest stop, I have an hour and a half left of walking before I make it to the Port Fairy outskirts, and I best leave. I was really enjoying this. Now reaching another rather open bit, and from what I remember, we are not far from the Moyne River. So, let's go. Well, this certainly wasn't this dry when I last came through, but there's a lot of sheep's wool down there. Yeah, it definitely wasn't this dry last time, but I honestly don't know when I came through last time. Must have been winter. I don't know. I can't keep up anymore. This is not the river, by the way. Just a creek. Somebody's sheep got out. Why is there a sheep? I'm also scared of sheep. I'm scared of every fucking animal at this point. Rams is more specific, because I've had a sheep like headbutt me before. Well, not headbutt. You know, it tried to ram me, chase me. So I started my fear of sheep. Why is there a sheep? Go back in your paddock. Don't come toward me. Why are you coming towards me? I don't want those sheep. Don't come towards me, dude. Go back in the fence. I don't like sheep. So, the sheep situation was solved. Met this lovely guy called Sean, and he scared away the sheep for me, and he kept bringing up sheep. It was quite funny. You know, we chatted for about 40 minutes-ish. Very nice bloke. Lots of interesting stuff to talk about, and he said he's going to find my channel, so if you see this, Sean, hi. Welcome to my channel. It's a little cringe out here, but you know, it's fine. I'm still about an hour's walk from Port Fairy, so time to start walking, and then I will probably catch a 5:30 bus. I think it's 5:30. I know there's one at 4:51, but I don't know if I'll bother with that one, because it could be that time by the time I get into Port Fairy. But oh, pardon me, but we will see. Let's go. I also did not film any of the Moyne River. I was too busy talking, but to be honest, wasn't that much to look at anyway. Algae and reeds and a tiny bit of water. Oh well, still a river. Still look better than the creeks, because the creeks had close to nothing, or in some cases actually nothing. But we are coming to another bridge, and I remember when I came down here last, this was great. It was just big pool of water, and now it's just grass. grass, grass, and more grass. Yeah. Smells like freshly dug dirt here. I wonder why. Man, I wish I had a tree house with a tyre swing when I was a kid. Anyway, we're 4 kilometres out of Port Fairy. That would be why I'm like fucked. It's always the last 4 kilometres that I start feeling it, you know? 4 kilometres to go. Man, I have walked so fast since the last road. Haha. I wonder if there's water in that over there. Like a little quarry. Like legit, I'm really curious as to what is at the bottom of those rocks. Is it water? Oh, it is water, I can see it. Bro, it's like a little swimming pool. I don't know if it's swimming in it, God knows what's in it. But that's honestly, that is super cool. I kind of love that. Oh, someone's got a fire going. I love that. And I think this is the last one that's not a Port Fairy one. So this part is Rosebrook. 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 Anyway, I think we've got about half an hour of walking left. It's still decent weather. There are like plenty. I understand this way. There are plenty of clouds still, but it's still warm. So I really love that though, that pool of water. I love that. Love that. This post right here, look at him, he's mad. He's going to stab the grass. He's so mad. It's quite dark over that way, but I got to remind myself, today is the shortest day of the year. Well, in my country, in Australia, in the southern hemisphere probably, I don't know. But so sunset is in, let me see what the time is. Sunset is in 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's only 4:06 right now, so yeah. Sunset's at 5:15 today. But again, shortest day of the year. Days are going to get longer. Sun's going to start warming up in like 3-4 months. I like summer. Days are long, weather is hot. That's my kind of shit. Excuse me, look how small and cute these little babies are. Look at the little brown one. Ah! So cute. You are so cute. We have finally reached the outskirts of Port Fairy. Now we've just got to walk to the centre, which is probably like another kilometre. But that's fine. I'm here. My ankle really hurts, but it was the same ankle that hurt yesterday, and I knew this was most likely going to happen, so look at that. 1.6 to go. Finally, no more walking.